Okay, folks. Hopefully this is working now. Yes, I've bought into the honey. I've joined a cult. Actually, I bought into it around the time I discovered the other game I was playing. I forget what it's called. The monster one that I like, but can't get to work right now. So, I've played this game a while and I've tried to record it. I personally find it a bit slow and tedious. But you know what? I suppose I can try it for a bit. We'll start a new game with the opening cinematic cutscene. Get the story. It has some really long loading times. Cult of the Space Fish. Day 52. Hold spacebar to skip. Space Commander Carl Fishnut. As he makes his way. Are things really going that badly? And in come the cops. There's a number of Cthulhu objects lying around. Director Assistant Callahan of the 5OB. Well, yes. Of course, the cops are the bad guy in this case, you know. This is freedom of religion. This is freedom of speech. You're stamping on my Bill of Rights. If I want to worship Cthulhu, I have that right. This is America. I'm fairly sure. Yes, seriously, this is how slow the opening cutscene is. But a special observation bureau raid? The people here are brainwashed. They are practically delusional. This punk, he's covered in blue house paint. Is it gloss or trim? He's become his transcension into a space fish. As the guy says, fish. Sort him out. Sure, boss. Black! Police brutality! Fish? He says in a questioning manner. Black. Oh, fish. Boss, I don't think this is paint. Of course not. I told you. He's part space fish now. Amazing. A miracle. Holy crap! Nonsense! It's just that really stubborn paint. I guess he means trim. Get him out of here. Fish? He says, questioning again. This place is done. We're shutting it down. In case I hadn't noticed. I did nothing wrong! First Amendment! Although we cannot actually prove you lifted a finger around here. Everyone else is to be taken away for processing. What's most important is that I'm free. I want you out of this Dust Bowl tonight, punk. We'll be moving on to the next load. I mean, yeah, of course. Like I said, really slow. Officers will seal all of this off shortly. Agents, let's roll out of this dump. Technically, you could have said one or the other, but both is... I don't know how to explain it in literary terms. Just meh. Fish? Someone says questioningly, as they're loaded into the arrest wagon. Meanwhile, the main character, Charlie Fishnut, is taking a briefcase stuffed full of money. Down with this type of thing, says a protester holding a pitchfork. Commander Fishnut, these fools couldn't incriminate me. Even if there was evidence hidden under my hat. Down with this type of thing, screams another protester. And another. Commander Charlie not doing so well admitting that he has incriminating evidence under his hat. Walking off screen really slowly. Like this whole thing. I've only got 20 minutes here, people. Space Commander Charlie Fishnut. You ain't seen me, right? What? Says random passerby. Charlie goes up and backhands him, and the passerby runs off. Several cultists in the back of a cop car scream, "Fish!" I've been given a second chance. Time to change my ways. Excuse me. Black. Time to change my ways. Time to... Ah, who am I kidding? Time to rebuild and establish contact with a new divine being. As Commander Fishnut boards a bus with a suitcase full of money and leaves the scene. First, I'll need some serious cosmetic surgery to change my appearance. Good thing I know a guy. Down with this type of thing, screams a nearby protester. And then another one. For the record, this whole sequence has taken about 12 minutes. Yeah. Really slow. Three months later, so our dear friend has renamed himself Bert Biscuit. Cult of the Moon? Fish, Dinosaur, Disco, Anubis, Cardboard Rocket, Scarecrow, Cthulhu, Other Cthulhu. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Snake, Snake, the monument from Space Odyssey. That's some great plastic surgery to transform him into her and several decades older. The Monolith of Christmas. Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it? Tucker bread spread. Ah, the Temple of Adam. Quite well known if you played Fallout 4. Charlie Bogbush. Very Cthulhu. I normally like Cthulhu, but let's not. Spod of the Dark Covenant. The Dunsies. No. Anubites? No. You call it a worm, I say it's a snake without fangs. And we're right back to the Cult of the Moon. Let's see. Christmas just seems appropriate for this time of year. Let's see, what else do we got? I know. We'll worship the Great Pumpkin as a sign of Christmas dominating every other holiday. We have dominated and consumed Halloween to the point where its icon is now ours. Just like how Christianity did with Halloween in the first place, am I right? Yeah, sure, this'll work. This'll work just fine. We're going to Christmas cult the joint up, as they say. And only 3 minutes for an actual episode. Hooray! Once again, really slow. So, first, we're going to need an elfin barracks. Oh, right. First, we're going to need an elfin barracks. First, you actually have to have a room. Then you have to have a door. No, that's not a prison door. You just don't understand the principles of feng shui. The elfin barracks. Has a bunch of dirty mattresses in it. So that's 5, 6, 7, 14. Close enough. And you can all dump your junk in these boxes over here. I don't give a crap. I'm Santa, not Lord Boxington. There. Next, we need a ho-ho holy crapper. Quite literally. The ho-ho holy crapper again, it's not a prison, you just don't understand. We have no concept of gender here, so we're not going to bother actually cordoning off any of these parts. Let's see, how many cultists do we actually have right now? I mean elves. How many elves do we actually have right now? 4 elves and myself. 6 in case we get an extra guy. And a couple drains in case we need to hose out the bar. I couldn't have timed that any more perfect than if I wanted to. Alright, alright. Well, we need to get this operational at least. We need to operationalize this operation. We need a canteen. With a door, of course. Wait, that's not the right angle. Excuse me a minute. There, we have our lunchroom, our elfin barracks, our ho-ho holy crapper. Yes, our actual church for the Cult of Christmas. It's Christmas. You go big or you go back home. Two doors, slightly off center, just to mess with the people who are not into that. We're going to have a bronze idol of the almighty pumpkin. A lectern over here. And some randomly placed pews. Now we need just two more things. One way in, one way out. If we let you out. And one last thing. A meditation studio. So that we can sell people overpriced Christmas music and call it yoga. I want to say that's big enough. Meditation room 9x9. I screwed up. Oh well. The cult of Christmas shall expand. Get some yoga mats. Just stick them anywhere. No one cares. 5 yoga mats. A jam box. And a stage. Voila! The cult is open! Our first mission, if I should choose to accept it, is to acquire some items of importance at the Research University Labs. But we'll get to that next time, 'cause, yeah.